I think we are winning here. Alrighty. Well, welcome back. We're back again, continuing with some more Pokemon Run and Bun. Continuing to make progress on this attempt, which has been going very well so far. We are currently still going through Route 119 to head to the Weather Institute, which all of them are in the rain. Most of the fights were pretty simple for the most part. We only have 3 more fights left until we get to the Weather Institute, and these last few are definitely the trickiest out of the bunch. So the goal for today is just simply doing those 3 fights and making it to the Weather Institute itself, which there lies Team Aqua with the admin Shelly as its boss for that building. Which, once you do complete it, you get a gift to cast form, which is holding a life orb, which counts as your Route 119 encounter. And cast form itself isn't that good, but the life orb is very much worth getting it, because the life orb is a really good item to boost your damage. So yeah, so the first fight here, we have a little pretty tricky little double battle here. It's got a kind of a neat little gimmick. So I already have the team prepped for how I'm gonna do it. So if I planned everything correctly, it should go pretty smooth. It should be completely riskless. But there is a bunch of AI quirks you do need to be aware of to do something like this successfully. So it's even after so many hours playing the game, you know, you're always you're never too like 100% full sure. There's always a little nerves involved, so but yeah, we should be good for this fight. The fight after this one is I would say more complicated than this one. So let's see, we did this trainer. So the next trainer, yeah, then we did this guy. So next one, let's see, is there any items over here? No. Okay, yeah, so it's the fight up here. So I'll explain how the fights, how the gimmicks of this fight works, and explain how I worked around the gimmick for this fight. So let me just double check one more thing here. I need to be careful with the XP on Togedemaru here. Let's see. Iron Ball. Okay, yeah, if Togedemaru gets a level up here, it should still be totally fine. Alright. What's up in the chat? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing alright today. let me just triple check. Got all the right items here. I'm at the right HP. I am pre-burned. Alright. Okay. Oh, there's an item here. What is this? Oh, Misty Seed. Nice. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this here. Alright, so Psychic Dayton and Ninja Boy Takashi would like to fight. Alright. So, the gimmick for this fight is on one side, the Oranguru side, is two mons that have Trick Room and the ability Telepathy. So the AI wants to set up Trick Room to make itself faster. And on the other side, the Shiftry here only has the moves Fake Out and Explosion. And because the partner has the ability Telepathy, it won't take any damage if it uses Explosion. So basically the gimmick here is that it wants to set up Trick Room to make it faster and then outspeed and KO you with explosions. So what I've done here, I have a couple neat little things I've got done here. So what I'm going to do first is my Obstagoon is going to outspeed and one-shot the Shiftry. The Shiftry is guaranteed to go for Fake Out here, but it's only going to Fake Out my Togedemaru because he sees that he can KO my Togedemaru with Fake Out. So you always Fake Out the Togedemaru and not the Obstagoon. And then for the Oranguru, to prevent it from setting up Trick Room, you have to show that it can outspeed and one-shot you. So to ensure that, my Togedemaru is equipped with the Iron Ball to half its speed. So the Oranguru will always attack the Togedemaru and not set up Trick Room. The Oranguru also sees it could technically slow KO my Obstagoon, but again, because my Togedemaru is slower, it'll always the AI will always go for a fast KO over a slow KO. So what we should see here is Togi's gonna use Spiky Shield. It'll take a Fake Out from Shiftry. Obstagoon will KO the Shiftry, and then Orangu will attack with a random move into the Togedemaru side. Oh. Oh, that was weird. I don't know why he faked out my Obstagoon. That was weird. That shouldn't have happened. Because he should have seen that Togedemaru could have killed it. I mean, he could have killed the Togedemaru with the Fake Out. Yeah, because if the AI sees a Fake Out kill, it'll always go for that. So I have no idea why that happened. That shouldn't have happened. It should still be fine. But now I'm a little out of order, but the Facade will still KO the Shiftry Cheer. But my other side's gonna take a random move. Yeah, so this isn't good, because now Oranguru can potentially set up Trick Room here. But I have to KO the... I I have to KO the shift tree for sure. Because he's gonna use explosion right now. So yeah, so I'm still gonna KO the shift tree. And I'm gonna switch to my Primarina. Okay, so we take a Psychic. Let me see here. Alright, so I got a big problem here. Yeah, I have no idea why the AI didn't use Fake Out there on my Togedemaru. It definitely should have, because the doc says AI, if AI sees a fast KO kill, sees a Fake Out kill, it'll always go for it. And I had Togedemaru pre-damaged to show that it died to Fake Out. So I don't know why he faked out my Obstagoon there. But now this is a huge problem because I need to KO this Wailord because it's going to use Water Spout. But the Ringaroo is able to KO my Obstagoon with Focus Blast. Oh no, I know what to do. Okay, we're good. So what I can do, okay. So I can still KO Guts Boosted Facade with a Silph Scarf one-shots the Wailord. Because a Ringaroo used Psychic and my Primarina's faster, I can Encore to guarantee him to use Psychic and not use Focus Blast. So good, so Encore. So this will prevent the Ringaroo from using Trick Room and KOing with Focus Blast. Okay, good. Whew, I'm glad it. Okay, so I was able to work around that now. So so now a Ringaroo can just get outsped and killed with 2 attacks here. Alright, and this just leaves a Gardevoir, which again can just get outsped and KO'd. And a critical hit to boot. Okay, whew, that got really scary there, but we were able to steer pretty well. But yeah, I don't know why the AI, because in the scoring in the document, if your Mon shows a fast KO against the opponent, Fake Out gets a plus 20 score to use against it. But if you show that the AI can KO with Fake Out, that's either a 21 or 23 score, which outscores the other condition. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that because the shift trade there should have definitely faked out my Togedemaru. And I have no idea why it didn't. Alright, well, glad we got through that fight. And we got another pretty tricky fight here to plan for. But I think I have a decent plan for it. So let me go ahead and save and prep for that really quick. So we got, let's see. Next fight is Birdkeeper Hugh. This is the second to last fight on the route. So let's take a look at that here. Yeah, so the tricky thing with this fight is that he leads a Skarmory with Sturdy, and Stealth Rock and Spikes to set up. And because this is in the rain, you can't just simply one-shot it with a Fire-type move. Yeah, because like even with Infernape, a Fake Out into Overheat doesn't always KO the Skarmory here. So it's almost guaranteed to set up hazards. But what I could do, what I'm planning to do is hold a magnet on my Electrode and use Volt Switch to switch out what should most likely be either Stealth Rocks or Spikes. Hey, baby. And then I could Volt Switch into Excadrill. And then from there, its health would be low enough that with combination of Rapid Spins to get rid of the hazards and Iron Head, I'd be able to take it out from there. And it does have a Custap Berry, but that actually works in my favor in this case, because after I hit it with Volt Switch from Electrode, it'll guarantee proc the Custap Berry, which means that if it does set up one of the hazards on the previous turn, whatever move it goes for, because it'll outspeed with the Custap against my Excadrill, that'll allow me to then guarantee get the Rapid Spins off the field, and then most likely be able to KO from there with an Iron Head with the Metal Coats. So yeah, because let me do the math on that real quick. Let's see, 18.9 plus 6.3 plus the magnet boosted Volt Switch, which was 75.8. Yeah, that would guarantee KO the Skarmory while removing all the hazards. And then from there, it'll be nice because then I can guarantee bait in after a even without a Rapid Spin. I'll always be baiting in Scald from Mantine, which I can then go back to Electrode and then one shot with a magnet boosted Thunderbolt. And then from there, what I would have to do is pre-damage so that when the Flat Bolt comes in, he doesn't use Dragon Dance or Substitute. Pre-damage to always be dead to Dragon Rush. And then from there, I can just go to Salazzle. She always lives a crit, funnily enough. And can outspeed and one-shot both the Flapple and the following Pikachu. Yeah, because neither of them have any priority moves, so I don't have to worry about Salazzle getting KO'd by priority. So yeah, I think this should work. The only thing is that the Skarmory does have Whirlwind, which does have negative priority, so even if the Custap Berry were to proc, I would still move. It would still move before me, because the Custap Berry only makes you move first in your priority bracket. So Whirlwind will still make it go second. Which means I'll have cleared the hazards before getting swapped out. So I think for backup, I just need to bring things that don't immediately die to Skarmory. So it looks like, yeah, just any of my steel or rock types. I could just bring those as backups. So let's go ahead and set this up here. Alright, so we need Salazzle. We need Excadrill. I'll bring Magneton as a backup. And Gyarados as a backup. And probably almost R2. That'd be probably good. Let's see, is there anything I need to think about for this? Yeah, I guess I could bring Seismitoad as a backup for the Pikachu. In case I didn't plan something correctly. Alright, so let's do that. And then I'm gonna give a, let's see, Metal Coat for Excadrill. I need the Magnet for Electrode. I can give a Oranberry to you. Alright, and then for the HP on Excadrill, after taking a Scald, minimum scald damage is 48. Plus the minimum roll on Dragon Rush is 93. So I just need a pre-damage Electro to be at 141 HP. So let's do that here. So, and that's 141. Okay, let's see here, good. So yeah, that'll ensure that after getting hit by the Scald, the Flapple will come in and always see that he can KO with Dragon Rush. Alright, so that should be good. Alright, so let me save. And... let's see, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick before I do this fight here. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this next fight out here. After this, there will be only one more until we make it to the Weather Institute. So, let me just triple check all my items here. So, Magnet, 141 HP, Metal Coat, Orange Berry. Let me just look at the game plan one more time here. Go you, go you. Bait you, go you. Bait you, go you. And then chain. Alright, so this should go pretty smoothly if I land everything out correctly. But I said that in the last fight, and something did not go according to plan. So that definitely doesn't breed confidence. But it should be fine. Let's. No kitty. I really wish you had access to the PC in between fights, so you don't have to run all the way back and forth. Alright, so we just did this fight. So the next fight's up there. Alright, so let me save. so double check one more time. Magnet, metal coat, Oranberry. And we are at 141. And see, I did everything in the rain. Accounted for. Yeah. And then let me just triple check the scoring for, let's see, substitute AI is default +6 or +5. Okay, so I won't go for that. And then Dragon Dance is at most +8 ever. Unless you're frozen, which is not the case here. But slow KO is always +9 or +11. So yeah, it'll always go for that. Okay, yeah, so should be good. It's still a little bit scary, but I think we should be fine. Let me just give a Never Melt Ice to my Gyarados, just in case I need some backup for my for the Flapple. I'll allow Gyarados to one-shot it with Ice Beam. Alright. Triple check one more time. That last fight got me a little nervous, so... But we should be fine. Alright, Birdkeeper Hugh. Alright, so this guy's got a pretty tricky team here. So the Skarmory, he's got hazards, stealth rocks, and spikes, and he's got the ability Sturdy with a Custnut Berry. And because it's raining, you can't really KO this thing with fire type moves. So what I'm gonna do instead here, he's very, very likely on the first turn to use either hazards. He could very, very unlikely attack, but most likely he'll set up a hazard here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use Volt Switch to bring Skarmory down below 25% health and swap into my my Excadrill. So this will deal a good amount of damage and it will also break the Sturdy. So we'll go for a Volt Switch here. Alright, good. And we're gonna bring in my Excadrill. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So we went for spikes. Alright, so now, because I brought him below 25%, the Custnut Berry is guaranteed to proc, which actually works in my favor because he's gonna move faster, and what he's gonna do is either gonna set up Stealth Rocks, or he'll attack, or maybe use Whirlwind. I don't know how the Whirlwind AI works in this game because it's not listed, but if he does use Whirlwind, it is negative priority. So if he sets up Stealth Rocks, I'll be able to use Rapid Spin to get rid of both the hazards. If he uses Whirlwinds, I still will be faster since of the negative priority, and I'll clear the hazards before he switches me out. So yeah, let's see what he ends up doing here. He could also attack. Okay, good. So Stealth Rocks. So again, that works perfectly because Rapid Spin will now get rid of both the spikes and the Stealth Rocks. This will raise my speed. I was already faster, but now with the damage from the Volt Switch plus the damage from the Rapid Spin, a metal-coated boosted Iron Head will now always KO the Skarmory from here. Alright. And then this should always be bringing in the Mantine next. Perfect. And this Mantine is really scary because he's got Swift Swim, which doubles its speed, which also gives him guaranteed accurate Hurricanes boosted with a Sharp Beak. He's got Scald, he's got HP Grass. He just does a ton of damage and he's very fast. But right now, Mantine sees that he can KO my Excadrill with only Scald. So I'm going to switch back into my Electrode, which can take a Scald pretty well. So we'll do that here. Alright, perfect. There's a Scald. Alright, and we accounted for crits, we accounted for burns. And now, even though this thing has Swift Swim, my max speed IV plus speed nature Electrode still outspeeds this thing, even in Swift Swim. And with a Magnet, I can one-shot it with Thunderbolts. Perfect. Alright, so Mantine goes down. This is now gonna always bring in Flapple next. Perfect. And this Flapple is also pretty scary because he's got Dragon Dance and Substitute with a Lychee Berry. With the ability Ripen, which will double the effects of berries. But because I had Electrode slightly pre-damaged, so that after taking a Scald, the Flapple will always see a KO with Dragon Rush. So he'll always go for the KO over setting up Dragon Dance or Substitute. So with that, I can switch. I don't technically have to Volt Switch, but I could just do it. I could do it anyway, just for fun. So we could Volt Switch out. And again, the Flapple will always be going for Dragon Rush, which Salazzle can always live even a Maxwell crit just barely. Perfect, so there's Dragon Rush. Alright, and now, my Salazzle can simply outspeed and one-shot with Sludge Bomb. So Flapple goes down. This will bring in the Pikachu last. And this Pikachu doesn't have any priority moves. And my Salazzle can also just simply outspeed and one-shot with Sludge Bomb. Alright, there we go. Pretty clean. This fight can be pretty scary, but that was a pretty clean line we cooked up there. Alright, so let's go head back. We just have one more fight left until we make it to the Weather Institute. So let's just speed up a little bit, head back there. Alright, so the last fight here, I didn't really look at fully, so we're gonna have to plan this out. But it shouldn't be too bad. It is a full team of 5, though. So yeah, let's take a look at this here. This is the last fight in the rain, too. So he's leading Barraskewda, which is crazy fast in the rain with Swift Swim. But I have a couple guys I can deal with this thing. Let's see. I was looking at someone in particular. Let's see, I could Volt Switch with I could Volt Switch with Electrode. I always survive a crit, even at the max roll, and that can give me a free switch. Or I could just KO with Liquidation, or just Grassy Glide from Delmize here. Or even Eldegoss, but let's see. So if I do... Let's see, Eldegoss would probably be best. Let's see. Actually, I think Delmize is better because he takes less damage. That would bait either Freeze Dry or Psychic from Jinx. Psychic or Freeze Dry. It deals quite a bit of damage. And it's pretty fast too. I could go to Arcanine on either one of those moves. That would always bait either Weather Ball or Grass Knot from Roserade. Actually, no, it won't bait because Arcanine sees that you can one-shot, so that would bait Rotom Wash. Which I can counter with Roserade. She can take a Hydro Pump or a Thunder pretty well. And then that would probably That would probably bait Gudra, which does have Curse. Leftovers Hydration. But I could wall that with, like, quite a few guys here. Yeah, and then I could just bring in Alakazam on the Roserade on any move, pretty much, and KO with Psychic. So I think we got something working here. So if I do the Dumb-Eyes lead, Bearscute will always go for Liquidation, which will always bait a fast kill from Jinx. Unless it crits. Let's see, I might actually want to do the Electrode lead just to keep it consistent. Because Electro can always survive even a max roll close combat crit. And even if he does go for Liquidation, I could just hold a Magnet to guarantee a one-shot with Volt Switch. The question is, who would I bring in after that? Let's see, if I bring out Arcanine, that would guarantee a Hydro Pump from Rotom Wash. And then I can still go to Roserade to KO with Leaf Storm. And then that would still bait, if I don't hold a Miracle Seed, that would still always bait Psychic or Freeze Dry from Jinx. And then again, I could still just go back to Arcanine, but then that would bait probably Roserade. Oh no, that would bait Gudra. Oh, Gudra, and then actually that would be better because you'll always see a KO with Aqua Tail, which will make him not want to go for Curse. So then from there I could just simply go Obstagoon and just sweep. With a Guts boosted Facade and a Silk Scarf. And then that would just bring in the Roserade, who then again just gets one shot by Facade. And he doesn't have any party moves. Yeah, so this looks good. So let's recap. So Volt Switch, KO the Barraskewda to get a free switch. Bring in Arcanine to bait Rotom Wash. Go... Go Roserade on the Hydro. KO with either Leaf Storm or Magical Leaf. Let's see, is there a chance I could bait Roserade? The other Roserade. So max roll. Yeah, if Hydro Pump crits, he could technically go... He could technically go Roserade first. On my Roserade. So if that's the case, I could just still bring Alakazam as a backup. And KO with Psychic, which would then... And then just be in the same position with the Goodra, so... I think either way would be perfectly fine. And then I could also bring Primarina as a backup. So yeah, so Barraskewda, kill, bait, Rotom. If I do bait, so... If the Jinx is still alive after KOing the Goodra with Obstagoon, then I could just KO with Sucker Punch on a Freeze Dry. So either way should be perfectly fine. So I think this should be good. Let's go ahead and set this up here. So let's see, we need Grim as a backup. We're leading Electrode. We need Arcanine. We need Obstagoon. We need Alakazam. And we need Roserade. And then for items, still equip the magnet on Electrode. Go you. If it's you, we go you. Let's see, I need an Asperberry on Arcanine in case of a Freeze Dry freeze. So we'll do that. We can give an Oranberry to Roserade. We can give a Lumberry for Alakazam for either Sleep or Toxic. And then we still keep the Silk Scarf on Obstagoon. Let's see, do we want him pre-burned or pre-toxic here? Let me see. So if there's no Hydro Crit on the on my Rosa raid, that would always bring random move from Jinx into Arcanine, KO to then bait Rosa raid. Oh no, not Rosa raid, bait Goodra. We go to Obstagoon and chain KO the Goodra and the Roserade. So I should probably pre-Toxic. Just to deal less damage at the start of the fight. But other than that, it should be good. I don't need to pre-damage anybody. So. And just triple check all the items here. Magnet, Monster, Lum. And see. For the backup with Prim, I don't think I need any. Yeah, I don't need an item for Prim either. So, yeah, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and try this fight here, and then once we beat this fight, we'll have made it to the Weather Institute officially. And we get a new save point, so we don't have to go all the way back and forth to Mauville. Yeah, thankfully this split, the Winona split, is pretty short in comparison to the other splits. Because it's just the Weather Institute, your rival fight, and then you just make it to Fortree. So let's see, we went all the way up and around here. We did this double battle. We fought that guy. So the last trainer is right here. Alright, so let me save. And then, again, make sure before I start the fight that I pre-toxic my Obstagoon. Alright, good. And then triple check all my items. We got Magnet, Asper, Orin, Lum, Silk Scarf. No item. Alright. And let me just triple check the line one more time, making sure I'm not missing anything. Beat you. Go you. KO, bait you. Go you. KO, bait you. Go you. KO, KO. Alright, yeah. This should be good. So, again, triple check items one more time. You can never be too sure. Alright, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and do this here. Parasol Lady Coco. Alright, final fight in the rain. She leads off with a Swisswim Barraskewda. Crazy fast is crazy high attack with a Mystic Water to boost its damage even further. But Despite how much damage it deals, my Electrode can survive at 1 HP from a actual crit close combat. And he is faster. So what I'm gonna do, I have a magnet equipped so that after he attacks, my Volt switch will guarantee KO, allowing me to freely switch and bait what I want next. He could have also gone for liquidation too. That's why I held the magnet. Alright, so Barraskewda goes down. And now we can switch in for free to bait what we want next. So I'm gonna bait in the Rotom Wash by bringing out my Arcanine. So this should always be the Rotom Wash coming in next. Perfect. And Rotom can see that he can always KO with Hydro Pump. So I am going to go to my Roserade to take the Hydro Pump pretty well. Perfect. And then my Roserade can simply outspeed and one-shot with either Leaf Storm or Magical Leaf. I'll just go for Leaf Storm for the animation. Alright, and this should always be bringing in the Jinx next. So we should see Jinx in. Perfect. And Jinx can see that he can KO with either Freeze Dry or Psychic, which my Arcanine can take both pretty well. And I'm holding an Aspire Berry in case of the Freeze Dry freezing. So we're gonna do that here. Alright, so there's a Freeze Dry. So don't do too much. Holding a Life Orb too. And now, even in the rain, let me see. I can outspeed and one-shot with either Rock Slide or Flare Blitz. Let's just go for Flare Blitz for the fun, because I am Rockhead, so I won't deal recoil. Oh, I won't take recoil. Even in the rain, this will kill. Boom. Alright, so Jinx goes down, and this should always bring in the Goodra next. Perfect. And this Goodra does have Curse, but he sees that he can always KO my Arcanine with Aqua Tail, so he won't go for Curse. So I can go swap to my Obstagoon, which can take an Aqua Tail pretty well, even a crit. So we'll swap him here. Alright, there's Aqua Tail. I'll take it pretty well. Take a bit of toxic damage. And now, with a Silk Scarf and with Guts, Facade can now outspeed and one-shot. Triple check I'm not missing anything. Let's see, Burned. Silk Scarf. Yeah, this will be a guaranteed one-shot. Alright. And then this just leaves a Roserade left. Who will also just simply get outsped and one-shot by the side. And it doesn't have to be priority moves, so don't have to worry about that. We'll just simply go for the KO here. Alright, and there we go. Pretty clean. And that should be... Yep, that's the last fight. Finally at the Weather Institute here. And we can see in here that Team Aqua has invaded this building. And there are some pretty tricky fights. There's 5 fights in total in this building with the Aquaman admin Shelly as the boss. So I am not going to do those now because they're going to take, these fights will take quite a bit to prep. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end there for today. Glad with reaching this milestone. But yeah, I appreciate anyone who tuned in to watch. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I'll see everyone in my next stream.